Hello, sir. We've come to Forever Mountain in hope of peering into the wildlands, that we might have some sort of idea where we are going.
I am pleased to meet you. My name is Tycho Northpaw.
You seem to have an excellent view up here. Have you had occasion to do much observation of the wildlands?
Indeed I have. In fact, I have made maps of part of them.
Indeed, most interesting.
I am both an astronomer and cartologist.
Cartologist?
A map maker.
Our new friend is a map maker. Since we cannot see very far into the wildlands, perhaps you would lend us the use of your map.
I'm afraid that is impossible. It is the only map I have of the wildlands. And with my light catcher now broken, I would never be able to make another one. It must not leave these walls.
But without it, we will lose much time trying to find our way into the wildlands.
I sympathize with you, but there is nothing that would persuade me to give up my possession of the map.
You mentioned something called a light catcher. What is that?
Ah, my light catcher. It is an instrument I found in this house. It makes objects that are far away seem close at hand. It makes the stars seem so close you could reach up and touch them. It makes the moon look as if it were right next door.
What a wonderful apparatus! May we see it?
I will show it to you, but I'm afraid the instrument itself is broken. About 8 moons ago, I had it on my desk. A strong wind blew through my window, blowing papers to the floor and taking my light catcher with it. Part of it shattered, and it has not worked since. It still pains me to think about it.
There are a few other things we'd like to discuss.
Go on.
Would you trade the map for a repaired light catcher?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I know who can repair the piece from your light catcher. If you allow us to use your map to go into the wildlands, I will see to it that your light catcher is repaired. Do we have a bargain?
I will make you a counter-proposal. While you are getting the piece from my light catcher repaired, I will make you a duplicate of my map. It will be ready by the time you return. Fair enough?
Fair enough. If you wrap the piece of the light catcher so it may be transported safely, we shall be on our way.
My friends, the broken piece is now in your care.
We'll be on our way.
Good luck to you.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
It is like no glass I have ever seen, but the pieces fit together to form a circle.
So I see. I have seen something like this before, when I was young. I was sent to study ruins believed left by the humans. Where is that book? The sign out front read observatory and contained the most wondrous things. One of them was a huge round tube with glass of differing thickness throughout it.
Was it a light catcher?
Not exactly. From what I understood, it was more of a light bender. But it made the stars seem close enough to touch. Ah, I remember. It was called a telescope, and the piece of glass called a lens. Scope, telescope, and lens.
I am in your debt, Francisc.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? I said I'm the door.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you. Actually, I have a glass item to show you. We need to have this repaired or have a duplicate made. Can you do it?
These are most unusual. From whence did these pieces come?
An instrument called a light catcher.
This is new to me. To construct a piece to these exact specifications is beyond my skill.
Then we are doomed.
Not so fast. Let us go to the lodge. We can ask Sokka. If she cannot help us, perhaps she will consult the one who knows all.
Then we shall most gratefully meet with you and the others at the lodge.
Since there is a large head and a small head on the same hammer, you won't have to carry as many tools.
Friends, may I have your attention? These travelers have come to us with a most perplexing problem.
Indeed. How may we be of help?
I am in possession of a most unusual piece of glass. However, it is broken, and I must either get it repaired or have a new one made.
This piece of glass is warped. I cannot clearly see through it.
It is part of a wondrous apparatus called a telescope. It makes objects that are far away look very near.
That is quite amazing.
Perhaps you could consult the one who knows all.
What do you know of the one who knows all?
Only that you turn to him when all else fails. Please, can you not consult him now? It is a matter of life and death.
Very well. We will show the glass to Unit and...
Wait! Only a member of our guild may speak with the one.
Then he shall be an honorary member.
The rest of us had to pass a test to prove our worthiness. Tradition must be upheld.
Yes, I say we give him our test.
That's right. Even a mere honorary member must pass our test. Test! Test! Test!
Then bring on your test.
Very well. Bring on the tangram.
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint?
Riff, I hereby grant you honorary membership in the ancient and honorable order of tinkerers, fabricators, and...
All right, let's get on with it.
Here is Unit. Have you ever seen such a marvel?
I cannot be sure, but I believe that is an orb.
Oh, one who knows all, we need your help. These travelers have come many miles to ask you a question. Speak to them and give them the benefit of your vast knowledge.
Unit functioning. Input query.
What?
That means you may ask your question.
Tell us about the lens.
Accessing. Correct. Item is a lens with a refractive index of 1.52. Lens conforms to formula 1 over f times quantity n minus 1 times quantity 1 over r1 minus 1 over r2, where n is the refractive index of the glass, r1 the radius, f is focal point, and r2 the radius of the second surface.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
Telescope. It's a lens from a telescope.
Theoretically possible to make if specifications followed exactly.
Glassmaster, can you do it?
I'll do what I can. Very well, Unit. Suppose you and I get to work.
Glassmaster, what news have you? Have you been successful?
Well, yes and no.
I like the first part best.
I was able to construct the lens from the instructions given by Unit. However, it is still too rough. Unit says I need polishing rouge to polish the lens to its proper smoothness. But I have none.
Is there anything we can use as a substitute?
Not to my knowledge. I am unfamiliar with the use of rouge.
Friend Sokka, what is your opinion?
Perhaps there is a substitute we can use for polishing rouge.
But we're not even sure what polishing rouge is. We certainly don't know what to substitute for it.
Perhaps the one who knows all can tell us.
Yeah, excuse me, Orb.
Unit functioning.
Unit, we have no polishing rouge. Is there anything we can substitute for it?
Qualities and properties of rouge can only be duplicated by soil composed solely of red clay, which is ground into the finest powder. Clay must be pure and free of any chunks. Any imperfection in the substance will result in damage to glass.
Then we may be doomed. I know of no clay. I can't remember red clay anywhere we've been.
Neither can I, except in the Boar King's mud bath.
What?
Yes, that's what the Boar King uses to make his special mud. Finely ground red clay.
Do you mean that I was up to my waist in red clay and didn't even know it? No.
What will you do now? The last time we saw the Boar King, we barely escaped with our lives. We dare not try it again.
What will you do?
The only thing we can do.